live. Hey, you guys. It's Wednesday, April 24th. It's hump day. That means it's time for the conversation. Welcome. Welcome. We have a lot to get through tonight. We have a special guest, first of all, with us, and we have some announcements to make. We have a full docket. So buckle up, get your drink, get your popcorn, and we're about to get this puppy on the road. First off, I want to say hello to everyone, and thanks for joining us. Before we get started, if you would please like and share this post. Please like and share. It costs nothing to like and share, so help us out and do that. And even if you catch this on the playback, please like and share it some more for us. That'll help us out, get our numbers up, get our streams up, and help us accomplish some goals we're working on. So without further ado, let's get in to this show tonight. So first off, you can see we have a special guest. My mommy, Pam Dickinson, is here with us first off, but I want to see how everybody's weekends were. Michael, how was your weekend?
It was really fantastic. We had such a great event on 4/20 at the terrarium. Some awesome terrarium building classes during the day, and then some amazing DJs all night long. The vibe was so nice, and I cannot wait until you all join me. And of course, we have something coming up this weekend as well. It's going to be this awesome DJ collective called the Fifth Dimension. The party is the Tao of Techno. So you can imagine the ambiance this Saturday. Come by if you're in town.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try to get over there and see you sometime, Michael. And try to support you. We try to support, even though we've not all been together ever, we always try to support each other's endeavors. And anytime someone has anything going on, we can't be there physically, but we like to try to post it and just try to lift each other up because there's room for everyone to eat out here. So, Michael, I wish you luck. I wish you good luck with that event, and you'll have to let us know how it was. Shaq, how was your weekend?
Oh man, I am take of it over here. Car repairs, home repairs, children repair, life repairs.
Yeah.
Repairs. Yeah, I've been busy working in handling business and just getting prepared for this summer. As some people know, I am a single mom, so for me, the summer months are a whole new set of work. So definitely preparing and trying to go on a date here and there, trying to have an adult life. It's busy.
Nice. Well, I wish you good luck with that, and
I need all the help I can get, baby.
Yeah, I'll call you guys. Me and Shaq have been talking about Shaq World, her show premiering soon. We've been doing some talks about that, so we'll have some information on that coming sooner than later. Tamar, how was your weekend?
Hey everybody. Hi. My weekend was so good. There's just so much going on in my world, like bookings, photography, lovely. I'm so happy to see you beautiful black people, all the ambulance of the black magic that's on this live right now. Life is good. Life be lifing, but you know what? You just get up and you just go and you make them coins and you just let life know what it is. So your life, like this weekend was really great. And I'm just ready to start a new weekend and I'm ready for the summer to come so I can be on my hot boy summer. Not hot girl, but hot boy. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Brandy, what about you? What'd you do?
Oh, very slow motion. I enjoyed my weekend. I was able to make it to church Sunday, so that was great. I've been trying to get back into the word and being more consistent with, going to fellowship and everything. So I did do that again. But outside of that, not a lot. A little bit of grocery shopping, real slow motion, the way I like it. I don't like a lot of chaos and confusion, and I don't like being busy. So when I'm not busy, I'm living my best life.
Awesome.
I like that.
Okay.
Tasha, what about you?
This weekend I was busy. And just like Randy, I live my best life and I'm not busy, but I have fun. I went down to Indianapolis for my husband's pretty much like his grandmother that raised him when he was little. So it was her 79th birthday. So they had a nice birthday party for her and hung out with my mommy-in-law and her twin sister, and I drove them home. My husband calls them the Spice Girls. So it's always a good time with them. And I rode in his, because my husband's a truck driver, so I rode down in his semi truck with him. So, we had this little bonding time. And yeah, my whole week is thrown off, but we back. We back and we happy and we blessed.
Amen.
That part.
Yeah. It seems like everybody life is crazy right now. Me and Hector's life is crazy. I just showed the co-host in my living room. I'm not going to show the viewing audience, but our house is in disarray. We're moving. Actually, we're moving like a half a block from where we are now. But we have clothes and boxes and shoes and just stuff all over. And so dealing with that and dealing with all this other Pride stuff coming up. So today I was a bit stressed, so I went and had a massage. I was hurting really bad, so I just relaxed and got a massage and came back home and napped. And now we're doing this. So please pray for me this week moving. Hector's a Virgo, so if anybody knows about Virgos, and I'm a Pisces, so sometimes things get a little crazy. So pray for me this weekend.
I clutch my pearls for both of y'all.
So yeah. But let's get into this. What'd you say?
Pisces got this under control. We got this.
Yeah, we do. But then sometimes them Virgos, they want to.
I'm about to say them Virgos are in control too.
Yeah,
they are.
So please pray for me. Pray my strength this weekend.
I'm gonna pray for Hector too. You ain't gonna just say pray for you. I'm gonna pray for Hector.
I got you back, cuz we got this.
Thank you. So without further ado, let's get into some stuff. Like I said, we have a crazy show, a lot of information, a lot of stuff to cover. But as you can see, my mommy is with us tonight. And she's not in the capacity of just a mommy role tonight. She is she's just been appointed, let me find my notes, as the director or the festival director for the 2024 Kalamazoo Pride Festival.
All right.
And she's not new to this. She's true to this. And Brandy can attest to this. Since me and Brandy have been little kids, my mom has been planning festivals in the Kalamazoo area. The Black Arts Festival, the Gospel in the Park, Gus Smacker, the Jazz Festival, the Rib Festival. And then she took a break, and now she's back. So she's back doing the 2024 Pride. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. There we go. So, Mom, I have a question for you. What made you want to return to this line of work after all these years? What made you want to get back into the festival planning?
Well, can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. One of it is I am a strong ally, part of this community. So this is, I believe, LGBTQ plus issues and all of the things that go along with it, as far as being a supportive as a parent, as a friend, and part of just the community as a whole. And it's important that we support and we, more than ever, people of color, be present and be accounted for in the community, because there's so many stereotypes and there's so many misgivings, especially this year in an election year. It's important to get our message out. It's important to share our stories, and for everyone to see that we are not just one face, we are many faces. And that's one reason why I decided to step back in. Many people know that Kalamazoo is a very small community, but we still are the second largest Pride in Michigan. So with that being said, it's a great platform to just to show everyone in Michigan who we are and what we are and all the things that we represent as a community, not only LGBTQ, but as Kalamazooans and as Michiganians.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mom. And as you can see, some of these pictures that you're seeing right now, these are from years past prides. And before we get, I know Michael has a question next, but before we get into that, I just think it's really interesting that, Mom, you've stepped in this year as the Pride director, planning of the Pride, and it's a weird circle of life because both of my friends who are no longer with us, Adam Carter and Brian Higgins, and myself were the first ones in Kalamazoo. We kind of put the very first Pride together way, way, way back. I don't know what year that was, Mom. I don't know if you remember.
Early 90s.
No, late 90s, early 2000s. Okay. It's when we had like the first Pride party. And so it's just interesting now that it's kind of back in the family and it's become a family affair again. And so one thing I can attest to when my mom does anything like this, she tries to make it a family thing. So, I'm involved and I've tried to bring my friends and my family involved. And so it's going to be really cool to be back involved and bring my friends, our co-hosts. We're going to be there co-hosting Saturday night. So
I'm excited about that.
I think that's going to be fun. Michael, you had a question though. I know you wanted to ask.
Yes. Hi, Pam.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for your support. And of course, thank you for your hard work on Kalamazoo Pride. Mm-hmm. I know that you probably can't give too much away, but I'm hoping you can give us a teaser about what's new and different this year.
New and different. Okay. So, one of my, I guess you can say one of my mantras is, I like diversity in anything I do. I want to see all the flavors and all the colors of who we are. So that's one thing that you will see this year, very prominent in this year's Pride, is diversity. You will see diverse music. You will see diverse people. You will see all people are welcome. Our community is large, but we want to get more and more. I'm trying to recruit more baby boomers into supporting people that are my age who may have certainly misgivings about the community, and people of color who the Black community has had struggles with LGBT community. So I want to see more people that look like us represented, more people that look like us supporting as allies, and more people in the faith-based community involved as well. Because as we all know, the faith-based community can have some misgivings about people in our community. They sometimes struggle to understand and support. So part of that is, I want to make sure that people understand that we don't have to stand on one side or the other. We can just love each other, because really that's what it's all about in the end, is just showing love and support to another human being.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
All right.
Let's just love and support through whatever it is that everything that matters is based on just having love and support for your fellow human. So if we can all get on board with that, we should not even have a problem with what our labels are, should we?
Right. Yeah. Right. Thanks for that. Natasha, you have a question?
Yes, I do. Hello, Miss Pamela. So my question is, what will set Kalamazoo Pride apart from the other Michigan Prides?
What we at our Pride is a lot of focus is on other prides that I've gone to is going to be more of they are solely focused on LGBTQ plus. Our Pride is we have a platform for people who have disabilities. are welcome. We're going to have an interpreter who is going to be able to interpret on the stage, interpret the music. We will have I think it's going to be a welcoming group. The only thing this year we're backed off from is we've had in the past where dogs are welcome, and this year there will be no dogs. Um,
Just because I understand it's gotten really, it's grown more and more and more every year. And last year was really packed. And I don't, with dogs and that stuff, that'll just get too crazy. So
well, I'm a dog lover. Anybody that knows me knows I love myself a big dog, but it's not the place for animals, because we have people with alcohol, and it gets very, very hot, and then people tend to not be so mindful of their animals once they've been inebriated, and it just causes a lot of confusion. People just aren't always as kind once they get a little bit of liquid courage and get a little crazy. So that's the one thing that's going to be going on that we're not going to do. But we also are going to be very supportive of our youth pride. That is another part of our show. And I told, I think I mentioned to Ashleigh, part of my plan was also making sure that our MCs represent the full flavor of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need to lift up all those people who are part of this community, not just the ones. A lot of people like to see the shows where they associate LGBTQ with drag shows. And so I'm like, hey, we do way more things than just drag. We do, we do more than theater. We are lawyers, we are doctors, we are, writers, we are publishers, we are so many things. And so I want that to be represented, because I think labels tend to be not good for anyone.
Restrictive a little bit.
Yeah.
So who all we are, I think that the Kalamazoo Pride is going to represent that very well. I know I'm sometimes a little long-winded, you guys, because I'm still older, but just cut me off.
We don't mind.
Yeah. Well, thank
it.
that question, Natasha. Brandy, do you want to go next?
Sure thing. How you doing, Lovey?
Hey,
I miss you.
sweetie.
I can't wait to see you again.
Oh.
Okay, so my question was for where and who to contact for anyone that's wanting to volunteer time or services or resources to Kalamazoo Pride this year.
Well, we are still looking for sponsors. We are close to our sponsorship goal. We have not reached it yet, but we are looking for any sponsors. So anyone that's interested in providing sponsorship, please reach out to our website, which is kalamazoopride.org.
That was actually our next question, but go ahead.
Sorry. And then also volunteers. As everyone knows, the workforce is depleted for many reasons, and we are in need of volunteers, especially on Saturday night, biggest night. So if anyone knows of anyone that would like to volunteer, please sign up. We can customize your hours to make it, however it works for you. We would definitely to see you. And if you can't do that, just come down and support us. Anything that you can do to assist. Like I said, we are a welcoming community, and we want to have anyone that's interested in supporting to come out and join us.
And I have a quick question, Mom. I think that's actually coming up. Tamar has a question about that, but can like groups of people volunteer together?
Yes, as you know, we have the beer area, and that seems to be a nice the beer tent is where a lot of groups like to volunteer their time. If you had like a bunch of people from the office or shift want to come and volunteer their time and have fun, yeah, please come on down and join us. You can sign up. Coco is our volunteer captain, and she's happy to assist you. You get groovy Pride T-shirt, and you get all the beverages that you can drink. I think that includes sometimes alcohol, especially when you work in the beer tent. But we encourage you to come down and support this community, because this is a fundraiser for our Out Front, which provides resources and services to all LGBTQ in our region, not just Kalamazoo, but in our regional area. So we are there to support our youth and to support anyone who is in need of services with regard to the LGBTQ community.
All right, thank you for that question, Brandy, and thanks for answering, Mom. Tamar, do you want to? And Mom, Shaq actually had a question about, financial and,
She kind of answered it. It was
you kind of answered it already. So
you took it over, but essentially it was just like, how can companies and individuals reach out and help financially, like you said, sponsors.
Right.
But is there a way to donate? What if people just want to give something? Is there an email to contact? Should they go to the website?
Yes, go right to the website. All the information is there. We are still looking for, I think that vendors just closed. So we were looking for vendors. But I think our vendor, we've got a waiting list now. But it's going to be a very packed and full 2 days of information, resources. But if you are interested in any way of supporting us, even if you're not able to participate in the actual event for the 2 days, we do have some upcoming events which may be more suitable to your schedule. So please reach out to the website and find out the information. I don't have all of it in front of me right now. We also have some other events that'll be coming up. I believe we don't have it just scheduled yet, but we have the Pride Brunch that is going to be coming. And we are going to focus that on legislative matters. And I'm working really hard. I probably shouldn't say it, but we're working.
Don't
say it. Okay.
Don't.
He already knows. Ashley knows I talk too much sometimes. So that's it.
And Tamar, I know you had a question you wanted to wrap up with.
Hey, Miss Pam, how are you?
Hi, Tamar.
Oh, your energy is so good. I feel like I'm on the phone with my mom right now. Yeah, no, seriously. I just want to know if the festival is family friendly.
Absolutely, 1000%. We have family friendly. It's going to be during the day for between 2 and 6. It's family friendly. Music. There'll be activities for youth and children. So there'll be lots of activities. I don't have all the details on that yet because we're still in the fine tuning stages of that. But we are that is important to our community to make sure that we make room for people with families, and then so you can come in the day and have a good time with your family, and then you can come in at night and just get loose with your friends. Yeah, we are definitely family friendly.
Well, Mom, I want to thank you for coming on and discussing the events to come. Like I said, Pride is the first weekend in June, June 7th through the 8th. And please come out Friday night, Friday in the afternoon and Friday night to see, I think they're having an amateur drag pageant. And then Saturday, during the day, we have some Kalamazoo theaters that are doing some stuff. We have Rooted. Actually, Tasha Cole, who is our co-host Tamar's partner, Tasha Cole will be performing on the main stage, and I hear she has a show of all shows prepared for you. So please come out and support her. And then your co-hosts, all of us, will be on the same stage for the first time ever in the same space with our usual shenanigans. We're going to be lit, and we're bringing the fashions. We're going to bring the entertainment. So come out and see us. Come take pictures with us. Come give us a hug. We're going to be there meeting people and just having a good time. So come and support, and we will see you June 7th through the 8th. All right.
Can I just say it's been my pleasure, and I'm just giddy about being on the platform with you guys tonight. So I love you all, and I respect you all, and love this work that you're doing. And if there's anything I ever can do to support you even more, just let me know. But I am so excited that you will be featured at this year's Pride to let the whole community know what this great work that you're doing. So thank you so much for agreeing to be there. And I will see you at Pride.
All right.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you. See you
See
soon.
you later. Okay, let's get into this docket. So, congratulations are in order. It's the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. This year, we have names like Mary J. Blige, Cher, Kool and the Gang, Ozzy Osbourne. Who else do we have? Dionne Warwick. There's some people who are really, really deserving. There's been a little bit, of course, there's going to be controversy. There's been some controversy. The Lambs, Mariah Carey's fans are up in arms because she was snubbed once again this year from being inducted. So what do you guys have any thoughts about this? What do we think about some of the inductees? Do we think that they're deserving of it? And do we think Mariah Carey, what do we think? Let's talk about it. Who wants to go first?
Somebody has to get snubbed.
Okay, Shaq, go.
Somebody has to get snubbed. I mean, they've got to get you talking every year. If you throw all the people who deserve to be in it right away, what's interesting about next year? So somebody's got to get snubbed. And I do think that it works for them to snub somebody like Mariah Carey. That's going to get attention. It's going to get people talking. It's something for people to look forward to. I mean, but I do think it's interesting, with that being said, that Mary would make it before Mariah. I mean, which one of them dropped first? I don't know.
So this is the thing. I don't think there's anything.
I'm looking through the timeline.
Mariah Carey dropped first, but there's really no method to the madness of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The only I know rule they have is you can't be inducted until you've been in the industry. It has to be 25 years from your first album. So that leaves it wide open. So, and I do think like someone like Dionne Warwick, her time is winding up. So I think it's about time for her to be in there. Mariah Carey, who knows?
Now with someone like Dionne, you go, why isn't she already there? Right? Like
right.
Ozzy Osbourne, he should have been in there.
He should be there. So yeah.
I just want to know, how did a Tribe Called Quest get in before Mariah? No shade to them whatsoever. No shade. But
that's what I'm saying.
But I mean,
I don't know. We don't. It's just like the Grammys. We'll never know. We don't know how they vote.
That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. That makes absolutely no sense. Mariah should have been inducted. A snub for what? I just don't get it. I'm so confused on that one.
Who are some people, Brandy? I don't know if you have anybody off the top of your head. Who are some people that you would like to see that aren't in the Hall of Fame that you think should be in there? Do you have anyone?
Well, funny you should ask. My favorite person is there, Mary. Mary.
Oh yeah, Brandy's a Mary fan.
Yeah, I saw you give me that look when I mentioned Mariah. I saw you.
I'm like, who? Of all the other people on the list, what?
I love Mary, so it's not about who I like better, but it is Mariah Carey. And never mind where Mariah Carey is now. I mean, those early days of Mariah, man, epic. The epic power ballads. It's
Michael, what
I
about
didn't
you?
understand any of it until Ashleigh kind of broke it down for me the other day and was kind of explaining the same thing they just explained to us. So I feel like her time will come.
Mm-hmm. Michael, do you have
she
someone?
might have to be 100 years old like Dionne Warwick, but her time will come.
I feel like they kind of roll out these rock adjacent names, right? Like there's only so many big ones that get in a year, and then it seems like they keep a stable of some back. Mariah's going to get hers. Everybody knows it, but this year was Dion's year. It was Cher's year. I personally was excited to see Dave Matthews Band get on the list, not because I'm a huge fan of their music, but because I think we're just now starting to get an appreciation for 90s rock.
Yeah,
which has turned out to be quite cool.
Yeah.
So good job, Dave Matthews Band.
You know who I'd like to see? They don't have a lot of. I'd like to see In Vogue or TLC. They kind of changed the game for girl groups in the 90s, and there's not a lot of girl groups represented in the Hall of Fame. So I think definitely one of those groups, In Vogue or TLC, maybe TLC over In Vogue.
TLC, absolutely. I mean,
yeah. That would be dope.
Yeah, but that's what I'd like to see. Tamar, what about you?
I mean, my girl has been inducted with her group, the Supremes, but I think Donna Ross needs to be inducted by herself because she's just opened doors. I mean, you can't, honestly, if you ask any female artist from like what artists from the 70s or 80s do they what represents them as a Black woman, a lot of women are going to say like Donna Ross opened doors for so many people. So, but, I think Mary's a good choice. Mary J. Blige has done a lot for R&B music. So has Mariah. But I'm so happy that I feel like Mariah gets so many opportunities to get her flowers. I feel like Mary J. Blige deserves this moment because she has, it's Mary J. Blige. Like you can't be mad at that. Like that's a good pick. So that's my girl. I was just listening to No More Drama the other day. I ain't got no drama. I just like that song. So, it's just...
It's crazy if we are talking about Mary, y'all, because Mary kind of does that Prince thing, right? Like, if we really think about it, Mary stay dropping albums. Like, she continuously drops albums. Like, it seems like every other year she got a new album, really. And a lot of these artists, as they age, it's almost like we're waiting longer. And Mary's like a racehorse, like an R&B racehorse. And it's to be commended. It's to be commended.
Well, I can't wait to see the I don't know what day it airs. I'll get that for us and I'll have it on our next show. I'm sure we'll be talking about it when it actually airs, but I'm excited to see the performances and everything. So let's move on. After 50 years, The Wiz is back on Broadway. If anyone knows anything about me, The Wiz is one of my top 3 favorite musicals. It was my first show I was in ever. And I've directed it. I've been in it a couple more times throughout my theater career. So it holds a special place in my heart. Me and Brandy used to watch the movie all the time when we were little. But it has, of course, some controversy along with the revival. It's gotten some really, really bad reviews. Out of the 7 reviews I read, 6 of them were not so good. So I want to pull up some of this. The young lady who plays Dorothy, Nichelle Lewis, is making her Broadway debut. They said, in quote, Dorothy, and is best known as a TikTok celeb, comes off as self-involved, mopey, and too focused on vocal acrobatics. Another critic said this production, which is equivalent of a disco-themed karaoke party, just makes me feel disappointed. Another critic said director Shel Lewis has the look and feel of a second-rate, low-budget touring production with tacky Halloween quality costumes, limited scenic design, and surprisingly uninspired and generic dance choreography. And that's interesting because Beyonce's choreographer is the choreographer for this production. Another critic said more thought seems to have gone into the alcoholic drinks available at intermission, including a green-colored frozen margarita. They tore this production apart. There's also the controversy that comes along with it. There's no white actors in it at all. And if anyone knows The Wiz, it's a traditionally Black musical, but after this Me Too movement and Black Lives Matter, the theater community has trying to be more inclusive of everybody and just doing colorblind casting across the board, no matter if it's white or black. And so there's people upset that there are no white people in this musical. So what do we think about that? I know Shaq, you had something to say in the group earlier about that, about the lack of whiteness in the musical. What did you say?
Baby, listen, I don't care how colorblind casting ever becomes. The bulk of Broadway is still very much so white. So for a historically black production to still be black today, it just hardly makes me overthink anything. I mean, we've seen the original Ease on Down the Road. I mean, what? Who wants to see white people in the Wiz? That's weird. They already have the Wizard of Oz. Anyway.
Well, okay, so let me play devil's advocate for a minute.
No. Yeah. No.
So is it fair to say we want to be included in your Cats and My Fair Lady and Hamilton, but you can't be a part of our Wiz? Is that, I mean, Michael, what do you think about that?
I personally could care less if there are white people in the Wiz, but you know, it's kind of like a sidebar to this conversation. The Lion is living their best life. If you look at every photo that you just put up of this production, the Lion is selling it. Every single one, even the promo. She's hitting all of her marks. They're hitting all their marks. So I need someone to do a review of this show focused on the Lion, because I think we might be missing something here.
You know, they tried to celebrity it up. They have Deborah Cox is playing Glinda, and I've heard her sing some of her songs. They're okay. And then of course we have Wayne Brady, who is playing the title character of the Wiz, and still that didn't even seem to shake the critics at all. So I don't know. Anybody, Brandy? Never mind. I'm not even going there with you. Tasha, what do you think about this? About the fact that there's no white actors or actors?
Is it fair? Perhaps not. Is it just absolutely so? I don't give two flying fricks about there not being any white actors in the Wiz. The Wiz was the black answer to the Wizard of Oz, which we could never get jobs on. So I don't give two flying flips about any white actors that are upset that they weren't in the Wiz or that they weren't represented in the Wiz, when we've had to deal with disappointment after disappointment after disappointment of never seeing ourselves in any other production. I don't care. Suck it. I don't really care. I really don't. And so they're going to try to pull this whole like reverse racism and all that stuff. I love it. I love it. Go for it. Whatever makes you feel better. But no, this was the black answer to the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Broadway I mean, is still very white.
it is what it is. Like, I don't want to hear you can't win, child. With I don't want to hear you cannot win, child. I don't want to hear. I need to hear you can't win, child. That's what I want to hear. Okay,
you know the Wiz isn't just black people. It's right.
It is culture. It is culture.
It's culture. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to go to Broadway and see it. I saw it here in Chicago when it was doing its tryouts. But you know, between the tryouts and the actual Broadway opening, a lot of stuff changes. When it was here, it was garbage. So I'd like to go get my own opinion. Hopefully, I can get to New York to see it before it closes. So let's move on.
It'll be open loan.
So the Spice Girls reunited at Victoria Beckham's 50th birthday party the other night. All 5 of them were together. They kind of broke the internet the next morning. Is this a sign of things to come? You know, a lot of 90s groups are kind of getting back together, going on tour. NSYNC, we saw them. Escape is going back on tour this summer with SWV and 702. And who else is on that? So 702.
Maya.
Maya. So a lot of 90s
And you know that Missy tour is coming up, Missy and
Missy Elliott, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
So is this, you guys, I know our generation, we love this. But do you guys think this is a sign of things to come? Is this something that we're excited about?
Why not? I think this is a good move for them. They haven't been together in so long. I love to see 90s girl groups. I was the one in the living room with my sister's skirt on, like acting like I was in a girl group. And like this just gives me life just seeing this. They did go through a moment where they were not connected. So just seeing them in this moment, being able to come together, it still shows that there is some type of bond, some type of friendship. I mean, I was always Scary Spice. So I don't know who y'all was, but I was Scary Spice. I got the fro in the living room to prove it. So, I'm ready for, if they come to Dallas this time, I'm going because that's going to be an epic tour. So, yeah, I think this is good.
Oh, man. I don't know about y'all, but like, if you want to be my lover, it's not like looping through my brain as I'm looking at them. It just keeps saying, if you want to be my lover. I feel like it's just on loop now. I can't stop hearing it in my head, seeing them. Like, it's surreal. Like,
I know Spice Up Your Life is stuck in my head right now. That was my song. I'm all for getting your coin. I am all for it. If people are going to buy it, you better do it. So I love it. And plus they all look really good. All of them.
They
all look good.
Look really rich, y'all. They look like
they do.
Like them royalty checks kept coming in. They look
Yeah, I'm all for it. Get your coins.
I don't care if they do a show or not, but they do all look good, surprisingly. I love it.
I think none of them are really problematic, maybe. And so, like, maybe that has something to do with it, too. Like,
right?
Yeah. That's why seeing them, that makes me feel very old, though. Like,
now I want to go watch the Spice Girls movie. What was it, Spice Girls or something like that?
Yes, and that's exactly what I was thinking about. That's why I said I'm Scary Spice because I got the fro in the living room.
I was always scary. I mean, yeah.
She gave me my black girl fantasy. Like I was in the living room with my sister's skirt on, just boom bopping in the living room, and just living my best life.
I was telling Hector yesterday. I don't know whose bank I'm gonna have to rob, but I'm trying to see Missy. I want to see the Spice Girls if they go on tour. I want to see FWV. All these concerts coming up. Beyonce's gonna announce something soon. That's gonna be $2,000. So
I want to go to that Missy show so bad.
Yeah. When I saw that promo drop for Missy, Sierra, and Busta Rhymes, and Timbaland is the DJ for the concert, I'm like, this brought back this just brought back so many happy memories within me because music, I mean, we don't have music like it used to be. Like the Spice Girls, SWV, all that stuff was so good. And it's still playing on the radio. So I don't know, like the artists now, they may not be able to look back 20 years from now and be like, oh, my music's still playing on the radio. These artists that are coming back and showing the kids today, like, we still got it. We letting y'all have y'all moment. We still got it. So it's just so good to see.
Michael, are you a Spice Girls fan? Were you ever?
I mean, listen, I wasn't a Scary Spice, right? But I'll tell you this. I read this article a couple of years ago. Jerry Halliwell only wears white. And if you look at that photo, she's wearing white. In her current era. Yes. Oh. Yes, this is her thing. It's a thing.
She's a white
It's a thing.
So
good on her. She's very paid these days and only wears white. I like that.
Yeah. Well, let's hopefully they go on tour and hopefully I can find some money to get a ticket. So
Jack, did you like that twist and turn? I did it for you.
Yes, I love it. Let's move on. So congratulations are in order to my girl Nene Leakes. She the news broke that she is in talks with Zeus to produce her own talk show, kind of filling the void of like a Wendy Williams, a celebrity, kind of like a Hot Topics, fashion, kind of like what we do. But then news on the curb is the ABC got wind of this and they approached her with the deal as well. So it looks like there might be a little bidding war going on for Nene right now. We were talking about it in our group earlier. There's pros and cons of both. You know, Zeus is kind of known for being kind of a ghetto streaming service, but You know, the girls over on Zeus are paid. They kind of own their IP addresses. Like they get that money comes straight to them. So Lumel is treating them really good over there. I don't know if she'd get the same perks over at ABC. ABC's more, well, it's owned by Disney, so it's a bigger platform, probably more of a bigger budget. But she probably won't get the same royalties and the same treatment over there. What do we think?
I'm so happy. I am so happy. I feel like, you know, she needs to be on TV because she's such a good reality star. And I don't care what you say about her. You can say what you want, but she gives fucking good TV. Even the seasons when she had her moment where she wasn't really in a good space, you still got a glimpse of who she was because you saw the heartache and what she was going through. Girl, if you want to be on Zeus, girl. Get your coin. Don't worry about nobody else, girl. Get your coin because at the end of the day, when you lay in your bed, you got a check. You got a check, honey. So that's all that matters. So I'm really happy for her. I hope she gets the right deal because she deserves it. You know.
My question is, does a reality star make a good TV talk show host? Do we think that Nene could fill that not be Wendy Williams, or do we think we need that void, that kind of crazy, loud, kind of messy? There's nobody filling that void right now on daytime TV. Do we think that she could do it?
I'm here for it.
She deserves a shot.
I'm here for it.
I think she could. I don't think every reality star could, because every reality star don't have that big personality. Nene's had that same big personality from jump.
Yeah. Broke
Mm-hmm.
Nene was as entertaining as
right.
That's true.
The reason she's where she's at now.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all know how I feel about this. I stay going off in the group chat about my love of something like a Zeus Network, ghetto, whatever. An opportunity for ownership for people of color. We can never dismiss that. I also find myself being excited about it, given the treatment we've seen her go through, what she's gone through. You know, there has never been any doubt or question of Nene Leak's value, and yet she was still sidelined. It's just been insane to watch. And so you look at something like that, and you start understanding why it's like, if you can get something, if you can have ownership, if you can go somewhere that values you, you know what I'm saying? Like, never mind the big names and the big city lights and everything. That doesn't always equal money. It doesn't always equal security. You know, being seen by the masses, what matters is the details. I saw this article not long ago with the rapper Ludacris, and he was talking about how he could have got signed and he skipped it. Instead, he took his mixtape to like an independent label and sold it. And he got a bag, like a big bag. I think he said he sold his little tapes or whatever for like $7 a tape. Anyway, he walks away with like $350K and he's free and he still owns everything, right? And so that's money, right? As opposed to we hear about these artists who got owned and don't own anything, and now they're 40 and they're on tour because it's the only way to make money. So it's about the deal. It isn't about where you are, how many eyes you have. It's about the deal. And if Zeus is gonna give her the deal, I'm here for it. I'm here for Zeus giving everybody deals that these big networks throw away and say don't have value. They do. That is why Zeus exists. People are watching, you know.
My concern with her going to Zeus is that I hope that she's insulated with other light content and creators to actually pull in the audience to subscribe to Zeus, because right now, like, her core audience is going to be 30 and up, 35 and up. And I don't think that they have many 35 and up subscribers to Zeus.
Well, I can tell you that the 35 and up crowd can't afford it. It's like $5.99, $6.99.
We can, but
they do.
Netflix,
but
we can't even give our.
I know. Let me tell y'all. I know a lot of 40-year-old women that watch Natalie Nunn's show. I'm telling y'all, and I'm telling y'all, I think this for Zeus Network is a boss move to bring a big reality star over here, and it's a bag for them because they're thinking like, okay, we get Nene here and we know how many people follow her, and we really give her an opportunity and give her a shot of something that can be really positive, because we always see the negative on Zeus. So I think this may be a positive. It's going to probably do. Yeah.
Zeus could blow up bigger.
I was about to say, I definitely see there's no Zeus gets all the benefits out of this deal. Like there's no wrong turn for Zeus on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Natasha.
No, I'm just saying. I just want Nene to be good. I want her to be set up for success. I don't want her to be set up for failure. So that's my main concern: is will the audience that would watch a Nene show actually subscribe to Zeus and actually watch it?
Well,
and that's my main concern,
numbers, Natasha. Because let's look at it like this: to NBC, a million. If let's say Nene brings 1 million people. To NBC, that's a drop in the bucket. It's not impressive. But for Zeus, life changing, right?
You're right. That's what I said. It works out for Zeus.
Right.
Zeus comes out ahead either way.
Right. So if Nene's deal is right,
let's really tell the truth, because Nene has always said, and this will kind of segue into our next story. No one knew him
before they knew me.
Right. She kind of introduced the masses to what is known as Bravo and Andy Cohen. So
he done showed his butt and got plenty money, and they threw her to the sidelines like trash.
Right. Speaking of, so the streets are talking and saying Andy Cohen is in negotiations to leave Bravo amid swirling controversy, allegations of drug use and lawsuits. Among other things. And so from what I hear, they're trying to kind of make it a nice package and kind of he wants to do bigger and better things, but there's been a lot of negative stories coming out of Bravo and Andy Cohen and I don't know. What do we think about this? Michael, can Bravo and NBC Universal essentially get rid of Andy since his name is on so much? Like, how would that work? Would he still produce and just not be the face of, like, because everyone knows sometimes producer's a vanity title. It's not, you're not always making decisions. So like, how does that, do you know how that?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say in a situation like this, because the early signs of this scandal is really all we've got at this point, right? Like, I haven't heard anything necessarily on its own that would result in him needing to leave his position. That said, there may be some stuff out there that hasn't come to light yet, and they're trying to get in front of that. Something else, which can ultimately be a phase out overall. That is normally what you see with news personalities. They jump to a few different spots. The ratings are bad, or some of the reason is given, and then ultimately they leave the network. I think that's what they'll do with Andy. It just to kind of circle back to Nene. I think it's true to say she put him on the map, but I also think it's true to say it is a major risk to go with Zeus here.
Yeah, I think so too.
People's predilections on TV and brands and networks changes so fast. If you think of even the networks that were hot 10 years ago, people didn't even watch them anymore. That kind of spans a lot of different demographics. So ABC is the sure thing. I suspect she would get one of those contracts that even if she's terminated, she still gets paid. It might be the best way to get the bag secured.
Yeah, well, we shall see. I'm sure we'll be hearing something soon, and we'll be talking about it. And yeah, so let's move on to our next story. My girl Azealia Banks is in the news once again. She's always in the news for the wrong thing, it seems to be like. She tweeted out something the other day that really kind of, this is why I want to do this story, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm trying to find my notes, forgive me. I want to get it right, what she said. Here we go. It's basically saying Tyler the Creator and hold on, you guys. Tyler the Creator and Frank Ocean She basically says that they need to stop trying to cater to white twinks and date white twinks and, you know, be real rappers. And I don't know. I don't really know what that means. She's always saying something out of the side of her mouth. But I don't think there's anything wrong with the relationship that they have. Date who you want to date. I don't know what this thing is that we're on these days where Black women are mad when gay. We talked about this last week. When gay Black boys date white boys or date white girls, like what is that? What? Let's talk about it. Tasha, what do you think about this?
So I think that we are in a whole new movement right now of Black unity. Mm-hmm. And I think that right now we're in a whole movement of Black unity, actually finally including the LGBTQ community. Mm-hmm. And I think that we are in a movement now where we want to see the strength in numbers, including Black relationships within the community, including within the LGBTQ community. I think that because historically the Black community has not always been a safe place for the LGBTQ community, that white spaces may have been a safer place for the community to land. And so I think that that's a big reason why you still may see a catering towards the white community by the LGBTQ community. But I think we're now at a point where, as Black people, we're like, we want everybody who is Black to be Black, however Black looks, whatever Black looks like. And I think that when we start to see this catering towards white audiences, we're a little put off by it.
Hashtag Black love.
Hold on. Is that fair,
Black love.
Is that fair? Because I have always said, before I'm a gay man, I am a Black man. Mm-hmm. And so any kind of Black issues I've always said, okay, I'm going to stand up for my people. I'm going to fight. I'm going to go out and vote. We're going to, Black Lives Matter. Yeah. But when it comes to gay fights and the gay agenda, Black people don't want to help us. So is it always fair? They want me to be with someone of my same community, but don't want to fight when I'm on the front line?
I completely get what you're saying. I completely agree with what you're saying, but I would be a liar if I did not say that. I love my Black people. I love to see Black love. I just love to see it. That includes in the LGBTQ community as well.
Mm-hmm. Let me say this. I've never felt comfortable, even though I'm a Black man and I fight for my Blackness, I've never felt comfortable in strictly Black environments. Like I've always hung out with straight white girls, white guys. I was one of the only Black kids in my school for a long time. I lived in an all-white neighborhood. They accepted me. I spent the night over my girlfriend, my white girls' houses when the Black kids didn't want to hang out with me. So that's who surrounded me. So I love who loves me. At the same time, I don't know. It's a tough.
I think this conversation, even here on this broadcast, as you can see, tends to be led by Black women, and those Black women tend to be either straight or part of the LGBTQ community, right? It is a very Black woman-centric conversation. And so I think when we get to talking about seeing Black men, whatever they sleep with white partners, it can be very triggering for Black women. It just is. It's bigger though than saying that we never want to see a Black man with a white person. It's the proliferation of Black men being with white partners. It's the fact that it tends to happen, especially once they get on. Hey, when you get on, we leave your ass for a white girl. It's like the most famous kind of.
Yeah, you can change it out for a white boy.
That's incredibly triggering. It is. It's almost like a dismissal. You come from a Black woman, and often these people who then become famous are famous off of Black culture and Blackness, and then you transcend to the top, and then you want to talk about Blackness, you are a part of Blackness, you want to be adjacent to it, you want the benefits of it, but you don't want to create it in your home and in your safe space. It's kind of triggering. Again, it's not that everyone, it's seeing so much of it. It's so unbalanced. And I think that's the issue. I don't think even the most harsh Black woman really ain't gonna lose no sleep, if you got a white partner. But when it's all you're seeing, it's weird. I can bear you, but I can't be with you. I
don't know.
It's a little heavier.
It's that deep.
And I can get that, as a lesbian woman.
It can be that deep for Black women. You wouldn't get it, Black man.
Yeah, but that is the problem, right? It's our community is male and female. Whatever you're sleeping with, whoever you are with, we're all the community. And when you don't feel that unity in the community, it's tough. It's tough.
But we don't always get the unity. If you go look at those comments on the blog,
and you know how that feels, right?
The Black women that's gay men up on those comments. Want to talk about we're sassy this and we're sassy that, and
it's complicated.
That right there has been a major part of me growing and really shaping my now views with the LGBTQ community, and really just growing to have more of an understanding. And I think that is part of the problem too, is that Black women, I'm not going to say Black women because it's Black men too. But the Black community, we just have not historically been a safe place. Nope. And we need to do better at that. We need to start creating these safe places so that you can feel safe to be exactly who you are, and not feel that you need to hide anything or suppress anything, or go find comfort in the white community because we're not providing that for you. We got to do the work on that too.
Yeah, that's a big problem when I feel like I can see more of myself in a room full of white people than my own people.
Yeah. But I have to say this, and I can't say it enough. Who we choose to love, because let me tell you, there's this thing that's happening now when we talk, where we act like love and marriage is like something that just happens to us, like we're just shot with something, and then we love who we love and we can't help it. But adulthood, it teaches us that love is deliberate, right? It is deliberate and it is a choice. Love is a choice. It is a deliberate choice. And when you deliberately choose to love and to create life, maybe even have children, create family, create community outside of where you come from, outside of your mother, that is communicated to women. Women see that, we take that on, and we do feel that. And I think that when we have these conversations, and this is not to dismiss what you feel, Ashleigh, but I think that Black men in particular need to be a little bit more honest about what they're doing, and maybe about what that feels like. And I would challenge all of you to make sure that your reasoning behind your partner is just love. And I'm not saying that it isn't, because sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's trauma and it's anger and it's that feeling of having been disrespected, and sometimes it's self-hate. And if you don't believe that, pay attention to the conversation that white women have now got into, because white women are now actively speaking on this and saying, we don't want Black men like that. We want Black men, but we don't want the ones who are going to come with all their mommy issues and put that on us. That's a conversational topic that's now happening. Black men are now saying it. There's a viral video interview that went viral. I can't remember it now. And he was talking about how them white women was rejecting him and his Black mommy trauma issues. So, hello, brothers. Some of y'all got some therapy that's needed behind y'all decisions when you go outside the race. Sometimes
I made a comment on one of the chat and one of the Instagram posts about this black and white thing the other day, and I said we should be able to love who we want to love. But then somebody said, "Well, why can't you love someone of your own color?" And I said, and I just blatantly said it, and I'm like, get a lot of blowback from saying it now. I've never met one black guy that I have wanted to date.
I mean,
they've never checked all the boxes for me.
Yeah. And that's the question we have to ask ourselves. We have to be, because there are people who have ultimately decided to live their life with a white person, and we're specifically saying white because because that's the polarizing element. I tend to not get too deeply into it when it's brown, but when it is black and white, it tends to be more polarizing, and so that's what I'm talking about here. But there are people who have dated everything, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, their decision was their person. One could argue that when it's never been your people, you could explore that with a therapist, and that I'm happy to help you if you want to go down that road. But if you don't, that's okay too. But
I forgot we have Tamar on this panel who's married to
a white man.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was very interested.
I was gonna throw it in there. I can say this for me, like all the black men I've dated have always tried to change me. And even in the gay community, there is still a persona and a mask that gay black men wear. We are told as black people, don't be telling everybody your business and how when we grow up. And even in the black gay community, I've experienced that. So when I got with my husband, this was the first relationship that I feel like I could be myself. He didn't want to change me. He was like, bitch, if you want to go outside in some heels, I don't care, girl, just be you.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the kind of relationship we have. It's not saying that I have any trauma. It's just like the relationships that I was in, I saw those work not for me. I did have to work through that. I went through therapy because I'm like, okay, what's wrong with me? Like, is something wrong with me? Because I just feel like I was always not a good person, or I didn't love myself. So when I got into therapy and got through all that, this is before me and my husband got together. I did a lot of self-evaluation to figure out what was wrong with me. Like what was my part in all the situation. This is and I've run into so many black men. I'm like, oh God, he's beautiful. Like I don't have an issue with anybody. But for me today, I'm 37 years old, going on 38. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone that has to challenge who I am as a person. Like I want to be with someone that's going to genuinely love me. And I can tell y'all, my husband is pro-black. He's for the black people. He loves black people. He just knows our struggle, and that's why I'm with him, because he understands me as a black man, and he don't try to put anything over my head less than that. So, but I had to work through all that stuff, and it is no question today. Am I in this relationship because he's white? I don't even see that. I see him as a human being, and I see him loving me as I am, because it took me a long time to fucking love myself. And when you get to that place and you find the right person, you don't like, honestly, I don't look at him as a white man. I look at him as my husband. And because he look at me as another man that he's married to, and we also see each other. And that's what it's all about.
But you do acknowledge that you had to do some work.
Exactly. For me, I had to do a lot of work around that, because I had a lot of trauma with my family, being a only son in a family with no father. I had to do a lot of work and try to figure out like where I need to like move and figure out my life. And I did not get into a relationship until a year later, until I got my shit together. And when I got in this relationship, we've had 2 arguments in the whole 6 years we've been together. And this is the first relationship we were like, we need to go to therapy. I never had that before. Like I never had this in another relationship. So it wasn't looking at like, I'm dating a white man, I'm black. It's kind of like, you got to see me for me, respect my culture, and know who I am as a black man, and I respect you as a white man. And we don't disrespect each other. We don't do all the terminologies. We don't do none of that. We respect each other in 100%. So yeah, I feel like, we can't get caught up into the whole thing of why aren't you dating a black man, or why aren't you dating a black woman? And I just feel like there is just not a safe place for that. That conversation hasn't happened yet, for people to be in acceptance on what people want to have outside of this culture. And I feel like if we have a conversation, then it will be in a better place. But I feel like I feel like there's so many Black people that want to accept all Blacks now, but you got to remember, like, there's such a suppressed mindset that people have with all the trauma that they went through with not being accepted, and it's scary. Like, okay, if you guys accept me now, are y'all going to renege and take back the acceptance? So that's kind of where a lot of people are going to. And I see so many different conversations about why aren't you dating your race, and it's just there's a lot of oppressed unacceptance when it comes to all this. So it's scary, but it needs to happen. The conversation needs to happen.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up soon, but I want to jump to Michael really quick. Michael, have you ever experienced this in the community, like dating someone who doesn't look like you, or have you had to cross that bridge at all, or no?
So I have painted with all the colors of the wind in my life. All I've learned is love is a mysterious thing. So it's hard for me to say that, people should be with each other based on something like skin color. It doesn't have really a rhyme or a reason. It just seems to kind of happen. To me, all love is beautiful, right? And I kind of leave it there. I don't know that we can figure out too much more about it than that.
Right.
But to circle it all the way back to the beginning, this started with Azalea Banks, and I have a confession to make. Even though she is problematic, I actually am like a low-key fan of Azalea Banks. I
like her.
Very talented. Yeah,
she's talented. I wish she just shut her mouth sometime because she's really talented.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Brittany has joined us, so you guys know what that means. We gotta kind of wrap up.
Hey.
Course, yeah, we gotta wrap and move to Fashion Files, but we have. I want to do this last story. We got to do this last story, and then we can move on. I'm sorry, Brittany. You can chime in on this story. So Sydney Star and Chingy are in the news. Chingy just had an episode of Unsung where he talked about how his career got derailed because of the lie that Sydney Star started saying that she slept with him, and it threw his career off. Now, I do want to say Sydney Star has always been in she's always kind of toed the line a little bit by not saying stuff, but posting stuff like this. This is Darius McCrary. He was on Family Matters. Now, this picture came out a couple of years ago, but when it came out, she didn't really say anything. She just put the picture out and just left it to do what it needs to do. And so now that we know that, and she admitted that she lied, do we think that people should be responsible, criminally responsible, for derailing someone's career or financially ruining? Like, he was financially ruined because of this. Mm-hmm. Should she be criminally responsible? Is that my question? What do we think about this?
Before I think it's important we educate our audience a little bit on Sydney Star. Let's not assume that they know that she is trans.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Yes.
And if you don't recall, many moons ago, in the land before time, she took a picture with Chingy.
Yes.
And then she lied. This trans woman lied and said that she has slept with Chingy. And Chingy just thought, and has always stated, that he thought he was taking a picture with a fan. He was being a celebrity. And then the word got out, and she said that they had slept together, and it took off like wildfire. And it's interesting to say that now, because this was the time before things went viral, before the internet, before all of that. But man, it moved. That story moved, y'all. I don't know anyone who was in the hip hop world who didn't hear about it. And Sydney Star is still around to this day. She's now popping up off and on them Zeus and all that, and she's still out there. And she has admitted that she lied and that she made the story up. But the damage to Chingy was irreversible.
Right. If the damage is done. So that's why I asked, should she be held criminally responsible, or should we have something on the books where they need to be held responsible. What do we think about this?
You know what? What's really sad is that if that would have happened to him like now, it wouldn't have been as bad because it's more accepted now.
Right.
But like 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. So he's
friend, more like 15, 20
years
ago.
It wasn't like it is now, where if it happened to him now, he could just kind of say, make a statement and keep it moving, and his career wouldn't have been ruined like that.
Yeah.
She should be held responsible, though, or anybody should be held responsible if they mess up somebody's career like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. It's just, and it also it makes the trans community look bad. Like it puts a bad taste in people's mouths about the trans community, especially when the trans community is continually taking shots at in all areas. And she's just a hot damn mess. And it's so crazy when you say something about somebody, even if it's not true, it don't matter. People will believe it.
Right.
And people need to pay for that. Like you have basically killed this person. Like you have spiritually and financially killed this person's career. And people should be held accountable, especially if it's false evidence. It's not true. And I don't know what needs to happen, but I don't know. It's really nasty and cruel, and it puts a bad taste in my mouth. I don't even like seeing her on TV.
Yeah. Brandy, what do you think about this story?
I'm wondering what the consequences would be. What does her being held responsible look like? You can't say Chingy lost X amount of dollars because she ruined his career. We don't know where Chingy's career was going to go.
I think especially, we don't know where his career was going to go, but I think if she would say,
y'all slept together, like what's the consequences for lying?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If she says, I lied, I don't know.
Monetarily, she should have to pay something monetarily. And
defamation of character lawsuit.
Yeah, like I don't know what that would look like, but Michael, do we even have anything remotely? Could he win this if he took it to court?
Would it be like a pain and suffering type thing?
Yeah.
So certainly there is a vehicle to take this type of case to court. But I will say I'll take the other side of this. There should absolutely not be any criminal charges for a situation like this. Essentially, you're getting into the world. No criminal charges, because all that will happen is anytime someone tells a lie, you're going to get sued. And everything you say and do is going to be policed. It's just impossible. It really is. There's no law that they could make that wouldn't cast such a broad net that the courts would be. I mean, we would need to bring Judge Judy back on the bench and literally just 24/7, she is deciding people's fates. That's the amount of lawsuits we would have if something like this happened. But, there is already a way you can get, I suppose, justice for this type of activity. It's a defamation case. It's a slander case. It's a libel case. It's a tortious interference case. There are things Chingy could have done if he could have proven damages, if he could have proven injury. But since he couldn't, now it's just bad luck, my friend. Some people get struck by lightning. Some people get lost at sea. And some people have their careers ruined by a transgender person. It is what it is.
That's horrible. That's
unfortunate, but you got to blame the community too, because why would him sleeping with whoever he's sleeping with ruin his career? Why is that our place to judge him that harshly?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think this was just it was just bad timing. It happened during the time when we hadn't even begun to explore acceptance in the broad sense the way we have. And so it really was like it was just kryptonite for his career. But the flip side of that, though, is what you said, Brandy, which is that, the man always insisted he didn't do it. And in time, she did admit that she lied, right? And there was still really no path for recovery. And I think that says more about what's wrong with the culture than about how we need to punish Sydney Starfield forever. I mean, and at the end of the day, she's admitted it. She's apologized. I don't know what more she can do. And I do think that the biggest tragedy of this isn't that she lied and it hurt him, or is it that she's trans and it hurt him, right? So the biggest tragedy here is homophobia, right? We're homophobic. People are homophobic. Hip hop is homophobic. And so that's why this is such a big deal. Women lying all the time, you know, men lying all the time. But because she's trans, you know, so bad luck. Chinky got bad luck.
You know, I want to tell a really quick story. And then we can move on. I did something like this many moons ago. I was very immature. And I was talking to this guy, and everybody thought he was really gay, but we were messing around, and I told everybody, and he was from Detroit, and you know, the men over in Detroit don't play, and I got in some big trouble just because I wanted to say, me and him messed around, and so it can get really dangerous. This kind of stuff. And so you got to be careful, and you better hope you don't meet the wrong person and say that, because Chingy doesn't seem like he really cares. He's just like, it is what it is. With the wrong person, you can lose your life or stuff like that. Yeah. So,
but the here again is homophobia, and that's what we need to be targeting. And until we do that, you know,
yeah,
it happens.
Okay, Fashion Files. We have a lot of looks today. So let's get right into them. Brittany, welcome.
Hey.
Hey.
So let's do a yay or nay. Brittany will wrap it up, and we'll go to the next one. So the first look we have is and this is the best I've ever seen her look. We have Dr. Contessa Metcalf from Married to Medicine. She's wearing Armani. She was at the White House. Brandy, is this a yay or nay for you?
Yay.
Tasha?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yay.
Shaq?
Yeah, it's given.
Michael?
Yay.
Yay for me. Brittany, what do you think?
It's definitely a yay for me. She looks so classy. Perfect cut for her. I love everything about her hairstyle. It's just perfect. They put that together very well for her. It's a yes for me.
Yeah. All right. Going on. We have, of course, we have Kim Kardashian, and she's a spokesperson for Balenciaga. So she's in Balenciaga from head to toe. Natasha, is a yay or nay for you?
Nay.
Brandy?
Nay.
Tamar?
Nay.
Michael?
You know, I normally don't love Kim's fashion, but this is a yay for me. I really, really like it.
Okay. Shaq?
Look like she got on her boyfriend jacket. I don't get it.
It's giving walk of shame.
Okay. Brittany, what do you think?
Who just said that?
Who?
And that's what I was
thinking.
Yeah, this is a no for me. Kim has such a nice shape. She can do so much with her body, and I'm just kind of sick of all of this rah-rah she's been doing. Girl, put it together correctly. You know what to do. You have the right people around you. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right. Going on, we have J-Lo and Oscar de la Renta. Natasha, yay or nay?
She looks beautiful here. Yay.
All right, Brandy?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yay.
Michael?
Nay.
Okay, Shaq?
Yeah, I got the lesbian tingles.
All right, Brittany, yay, what do you think?
A yay for me. She looks very beautiful. I don't know where did you say she was?
I don't know where she was, but she is Oscar de la Renta.
Yeah, Belle of the Ball. She looks really pretty. Her hair is perfect. The color isn't washing her out. It looks really good. She looks almost like she's radiating. So it's a yes for me.
All right. This next look is probably one of my favorite look of the night. It's something I would wear. It's totally me. It's Rihanna. She's wearing Armani jacket, Balenciaga shorts. It's kind of Y2K, trucker hat, kind of cool, chic, comfortable. Natasha, yay or nay?
Nay.
All right, Brandy?
Nay.
Michael?
Yay.
Shaq?
I like that shit.
Tamar?
She's giving me like early school Paris Hilton, so I'm gonna say yes.
Brittany, what do you think?
I agree. I love this one actually. I wanna start getting this style myself. But the trucker hats are coming back. We all love a big oversized fur with the shorts, the heels. She's popping. I love it.
Yeah. We're gonna go get some pizza with caviar on it.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Next we have and I don't know how long this is gonna stay now that Alejandra Michelle is going over at Valentino, but we have signature Valentino on Zendaya, the fuchsia, the head to toe. Natasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brandy?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yay.
Michael?
Nay.
Shat?
Yeah.
Brittany, what do you think?
I love it. Monochromatic. It's pretty. Her skin is beautiful against this pink. The shoes are dope. I love a big platform. Ashleigh, I know you love them too.
Wait till y'all see my platforms I'm wearing for Pride. You're gonna lose your mind. All right. Moving on. We have Chloe and Aria. Natasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brandy?
That's right.
All right. Tamar?
Nay.
Michael?
Nay.
Shat?
I don't know what's going on, but I think she look good. So yeah.
All right. Brittany? Thoughts?
I like this for her. We don't see her doing fun stuff like this often. We're normally seeing her in ball gowns and things like that. So the oversized carpenter pants are back right now. So that looks really good on her. Her body looks amazing. It's a yes for me.
Okay. Going on, we have Cardi B embedments and Marc Jacobs platforms. Natasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brandy?
Nay.
Tamar?
Oh, yes, I'm so happy. Yay. Yes, yes.
Shaq?
Yeah, I like it.
Michael?
Nay.
Brandy? Brittany.
It's a no for me. I usually love Cardi's outfits because she usually is on point. But for me, this one's just not. It's not really doing it for me.
It's just giving costume.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
not it.
Everybody's doing those Marc Jacobs platforms. I'm so sick of seeing them. Everybody's doing them. Brittany, do you like those?
No.
Okay. Moving on, we have Claire Summers. She is also rocking Valentino from head to toe. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay, yay, yay. Yay.
Brandy?
Nay.
Shaq?
Woo, I'm tingling, baby.
Michael?
Yay.
Go ahead, daddy.
Tamar?
Yay.
Brittany?
I'm loving this. We love the fur, but I really love this blonde hair she has going on with this whole pink. It's just, it makes it all pop for me. So this outfit is amazing. I love it on her. Those long legs, those shoes. Get it, girl.
All right, moving on. We have Colin Carter, who is Cardi B's stylist. He is in Balenciaga from head to toe. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay. Yay, I like this.
Brandy?
I like it too. Yay.
Shaq?
I don't know how I feel about the feathers.
All right, Michael?
Yay.
Tamar?
Yay.
Brittany?
Love it. He looks rich. I love it. I love that jacket. Y'all know I stand a jacket. This jacket is real fire. I actually love the ostrich feathers on it. So it's a yes for me.
Y'all know I ain't got no style. I'm confused.
All right. Moving on. We have Kenya Moore and Gucci.
I get the feathers there. Hello.
Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brandy?
Nay.
Ooh, why you say nay? What don't you like about it?
I think she looks like she's trying too hard.
Okay. Tamar, yay or nay?
Yay.
Michael?
It's horrible. Nay.
Okay. Shaq?
You don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I like Gucci. Hello.
Brittany?
I will say I like pieces. I like the arm pieces. I like the top. The bottom, it doesn't really do it for me for that top. But those are nice to me. She's a beautiful woman, though.
Yeah, she is. Okay, we have Post Malone and Dior. He's cleaned up it was trying to look a little bit rich. Dior from head to toe. So he has it's weird. He has the whole trailer part underneath and then the rich on top. Natasha, yay or nay?
Since he looks like he's actually taking a bath here, I'll give him a yay.
All right, Brandy.
You're like a fucking dope fiend.
Okay. Tamar. Yeah, nay.
Oh no. Nay.
Michael.
I find a sheer top with a jacket to be totally unrefined. Nay.
Okay. Shaq.
It don't make no sense to have that much money and look this bad.
Terrible. Thrown away.
Just look broke. Just
All right.
look broke.
Brittany.
So he does get dirty, but the outfit itself, if it were on someone else, would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed. Anybody.
I agree.
Oh yes.
Okay, moving on. We have Brandy Evans. She was at the Wiz, the opening night of the Wiz. She's from P Valley. She's wearing
Yes.
Gert Joanne. Tasha, yay or nay?
Oh, yay. Yay, yay, yay.
Okay, Brandy.
Yeah.
Brittany. Tamar, I'm sorry.
Yay.
Michael.
Nay.
Shaq.
You know why you calling on me? You know what the business is.
Okay. Brittany, what do you think?
I'm on the fence with this one. Is it a costume?
No, I hate it. I think it's tacky.
It's a lot going on.
Over the top for a theater or opening night at the theater. I just think it's too much.
Yeah.
She about to go get on that pole at P Valley. So she'll take it off.
In her defense, though, it is a black show. It is a black theater show. So I mean, if we be extra.
Yeah.
She looks fantastic.
We be extra.
Moving on, we have Kyle Freeman, who played the Cowardly Lion in The Wiz. He is wearing Deja, Spring 24. Tasha, yay or nay?
Nay.
Brandy?
Girl.
Y'all cover up the face in this. See how you feel.
Girl.
Nah, because it's that house coat. It's that house coat. That
You said house coat. I'm so overdone. Michael, yay or nay?
Now, didn't I already say something about the lion earlier on in the show?
You did.
The lion doesn't miss the marks. A sympathy yay.
Tamar?
Oh my God. No, I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay, Shaq?
I kind of like that moo coat.
Of course you would. Brittany?
Sorry. This person could be dressed a lot better. And it just does it just makes him look a lot wider than he has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's not flattering. That's what it's
right.
But
all right, moving on. We have Rual, he's in Vivian Westwood, and Balenciaga, he's a stylist of the stars. Natasha, yay or nay?
Oh, they just gonna fight? No, nay.
Okay, Brandy?
Nay.
Michael?
Nay.
Tamar?
Nay.
Shaq?
Look like a bad 6-year-old. No.
Brittany?
Yeah, I agree. It's a no for me. Doesn't look.
Can I?
Is them Nike socks?
But wait a minute. Why the people in the background looking at him like that?
Yeah,
they said nay too.
Yeah, it's a no.
All right, moving on. Let's get through these looks. Next, we have Jules and Loewe and Tommy Hilfiger. Shaq, yay or nay?
Yes, he looks nice.
Tasha?
Yeah.
Brandy?
Okay.
Michael?
Yeah.
Tamar?
Yeah.
Brittany?
Who did you say this was? Joel's?
Joel's, yeah.
Oh, he looks nice.
Yeah.
Like that a lot.
Yeah.
He looks nice.
All right, moving on. We have Lizzo and Balenciaga. Tasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brandy?
Bitch, you better.
Mm-hmm. Tamar?
Yes.
Michael?
Yeah.
Shaq?
Yes, God. Yes, God.
Brittany?
Can we just say that this is one of the best looks that we've ever seen?
Yes.
Ever.
Yeah. Ever.
Yes, we can.
Has that match. Those heels are on point. that train, her hair, it's perfect. She looks amazing.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, moving on. We have Rihanna and Peter Doe. Natasha, yay or nay?
Y'all gonna quit playing with me. Nay.
Brandy?
Nay.
Heck?
That's the coat the kids wear when they stand on each other's shoulders so they can look grown. Remember?
Michael?
Nay.
Nah, I don't like it.
Brittany?
It's a nay for me. I love Rihanna, but Rihanna is tiny. She can wear whatever she wants. This not a good look for her body.
All right, moving on. Beyonce and Ferragamo. Natasha, yay or nay?
Yay.
Brandy?
All right.
Shaq?
She got on too many clothes. I don't like it.
Tamar?
Nay.
Michael?
We're on safari. Yay.
Brittany?
I love it. She looks rich. She's giving
Yeah.
rich.
She definitely look rich.
Yeah.
Cowboy Carter.
Okay, so our last look. So me and Brittany said that we wanted to start for Fashion Files. We wanted to start like telling people what's on trend. Even though it might be on the runways, we want to find cheaper looks. So our last look we have Nene. She's wearing a new brand called, not new, it's called Wolford. And this kind of athletic leisure wear underneath stuff is really coming in. Now, this top retails for like $400 at Wolford, but you can get like stuff like this. This is all from Wolford, like the athleisure stuff that's going to be in the summer. The nudes, here's like you can get it from Skims. This is a little cheaper from Skims.
Naked well is another place where you can get these types of.
What did you say, Brittany?
Naked Wardrobe for
Oh yeah, Naked Wardrobe. They're really good with this kind of stuff. Brittany, I think you should check Wolford out. I think you would like them.
Okay.
WOLFORD.
Okay.
Like this is from Wolford right here. But this is kind of what's on trend for the summer. Like the stuff you can wear to the gym, you can wear it out to dinner, you can put a blazer over it.
That's what I love athleisure. Like I live in it most of the time because I work from home. So I sit in it all day and then I'm out, right after work doing things and I can wear the same outfits. So like yeah.
That was our Fashion File tonight. We have come sit on my couch and we're gonna try to get through this because we have a meeting that we have to go into after this. So we have someone that wrote us. Her name is Allie. She said, "Hey, co-host, when my fiance and I started dating, I made it clear to him how important my faith is to me. He has always been aware that I'm a Christian and I take it very seriously. As our relationship has progressed, he refuses to attend family church events with me, pastor's anniversaries, etc. I think it's time for us to revisit this and have a conversation about it. I don't want to give him an ultimatum, but I want him to understand that it's important to me and I would like him to attend church with me from time to time. Can y'all give me any advice on how I should go about this? Thank you, Allie." So I'll start. I think you should be clear with him. If that's something that's important to you, and if he wants to make you happy, I think that you just tell him, "Hey, my faith is important to me. I'd like you to go to church with me once on Christmas, once on Easter." If he's a man and he loves you, I think he should be able to at least, give and take. Anybody else?
He's already been clear with her that he's not going. So you're gonna get enough with trying to change folk. He already gave you his answer. He doesn't want to go. You need to accept that, and you need to figure out if that is going to be a deal breaker for you, or if you're going to just continue and he's not going to go with you. But y'all going to get enough of trying to change folks after they have given you an explicit answer.
That's why it's so important to this part prior to into the relationship, because now you're there and you're trying, like you said, trying to change him. That's not what he wants to do. Because if he wanted to do it, he did it already.
Exactly.
I don't think church is something we ought to force people into. I don't know.
It's a kind of a thing. It's just like if he was to say, "Oh, I love NASCAR." And she doesn't really want to go to a NASCAR, but to appease him, she's gonna say, "Oh, hey, I'll go spend one game with you out of one race with you out of the summer."
Say it's not a game.
That's different. And
religion
but it's
can
still
get
something
so.
that's important to her, and if that's important to him.
No, it's different because this can impact if they decide to have children together. Going to a NASCAR race, that's not going to impact anything if they have children together.
I think if your faith is so strong to you that you feel like you need to share it, you need to pursue someone that you can share it with.
Right.
I don't think this is one of those things that, people have so much trauma surrounding that. People have their own issues. They have their own beliefs. It can be so polarizing. Who knows what type of church you go to, what it's like. I think this is one of those things. I think faith is a non-negotiable, kind of like kids and stuff. Like if you are very heavy into your faith and you feel the need to share that, you feel the need to be supported in that, it's non-negotiable. And I don't understand why you would choose to be with a partner that can't share that with you. And now this partner is awful for not wanting to share that with you, and you are hurting about it. That's crazy to me. I think faith is non-negotiable if it's that deep to you, and it's clearly that deep to this person.
I agree. I see it from both sides. I feel like you said that's something y'all need to agree on and have established in the beginning of your relationship. So however many years later, we're not still having this conversation. You're not still asking me to go to church. But at the same time, if I agree with what Ashleigh's saying, it's just here and there. Like, what is sitting through a couple of hours, a couple times a year of church? What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And that's very small. Even if you don't.
Right.
I mean, we all got to do shit we don't want to do.
Right. That's where I'm coming from.
When you are in every 3 months. When you are in a healthy relationship, you show up for that person, right. No matter what. Now, if
they're trying to convert them and make it a full-time thing, that's different. But to just support me going to my church every once in a while, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I'll try anything what you want, and if I don't like it, respect that. I don't like it. So that's what we do in our relationship, Ali, if you're listening, that's something we do. Like if there's something that you like or I like or he likes, I'll try with him. Like he liked to go do this, like the fucking zip lines, and he pulls himself up. He liked to walk on stilts. I went one time with him and I said, well, girl, heights ain't for me, so I'm good. We do things because we love people. But I mean, it is two sides to both stories. If you know this person is not going to ever do something for you, then you need to pick a new partner. But when you're in a relationship for so many years, you just got to find a balance and and meet each other halfway. So, good luck.
Good luck.
And then we had somebody right before we went on sent me this, and I think this is interesting because I'm kind of dealing with this right now. Said co-host, I have a friend who keeps asking me to work for free. Every year, she asks me to do her taxes and never, ever offers to compensate me, even after I try to joke around with her and lightly tell her I'm no longer doing any work for friends. I don't think she's getting the hint. Can you give me advice?
No.
Give her an invoice when you're done doing her taxes. It's that simple. If you're working, you're working. And your friends should respect that. It's not you shouldn't ever expect your friends to do anything for you for free. Now, if they just say that they're gonna do it, that's one thing. But if she's made those types of comments about she's not doing it for free anymore and you just don't get the hint, well, here are your taxes, and then here's also the invoice for your taxes. Love ya. Simple. Business is business.
Right.
I ain't even gonna let it get that far.
Thank you.
These are my starting rates.
This is my
discount. Invoice. I'm not waiting till the work is done. This is where we start. Depending on what I get back for you, is depending on what your payments gonna be.
They buying the same eggs I'm buying. Like,
and that's the thing. I feel like people. I've been in so many situations where I had to like cut myself off from friends because people feel like you owe them something because I'm your friend. Oh, we friends. No, that has nothing to do with my business. Like you have to, as a friend, if I'm your friend, I'm going to pay you because I want you to be successful. That's what friends do. So no, we're not doing nothing for free. Even my husband, him being my husband, if I work for him, I get a check because that's my business. Like, it's still going into the same house, but it's just a respect thing. You have to pay people their worth, and people forget that sometimes.
And let that be my decision.
Yeah.
Let me cut you like, don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
It's on me.
Yeah.
Don't take it upon yourself to just assume you're not gonna pay me, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I will let her know I'm only prioritizing paid jobs right now. So if I'm able to get to you for free, I will, but my priority are only the things that are paying me right now.
That's better. I would have to reach back out.
Well, that was our show tonight, you guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and share again.
This is a good show.
It was a good show. Get through. Thanks for my mom coming through again. Thank you for being here, co-host. We love you. Please like and share, and we will see you soon. Talk to you.
All right, guys. Bye.